Hello everybody, I'm back after a very long time with no uploads. Am I going to say that every time? And I'm here with my new favorite palette, which is Crème de Couture eyeshadow palette by Sigma. And it is a part of the Crème de Couture macaron inspired collection, which is now available online. It also has, this collection also has 3 blushes, and I'm going to have a link down below on the description bar to the place on the web where you can get that, along with a coupon code to save yourself some money. You also get a free gift when you purchase this palette or the whole collection, which is kind of a lower price rather than if you buy everything individually. And I love this palette. Look at all of these pretty colors. But I'm not going to talk about this palette or the collection in this video. I want this video to be just a tutorial. I don't want this to become a review video, because for that I have my blog, which I will link to down below as well, to my blog post where I have my full review with my thoughts, pictures, swatches, and different looks I've created with this palette. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram. The link going to be down below as well. For more looks I'm going to create with this palette. And although the first thing you're thinking of when you look at this palette is to create a bright, bold, colorful look, I'm going to show you today a kind of a softer version of a look from this palette, because a lot of people said that they shouldn't have come out with this palette around this time of the year because it's fall, and this palette is more like spring appropriate because it has all this bold, pretty, colorful pastel colors. And I'm here to show you that you can definitely create a fall inspired look using some of the warmer shades in this palette. So if you have this palette and you want to create something that is more warm toned and fall appropriate, although I don't really like to use follow these like color themed trends anyway. But anyway, if you have this palette and you want to create a warmer toned look for fall, or if you have something similar and you want to recreate this look and you want to see how I created it, then keep on watching. Have you seen my new bow ring? I feel like Candy Johnson. Yeah, right, I wish. So lately I've been mostly using my eyeshadow base by Sigma in Persuade, because it's a nude color and it goes pretty much with any color I would use with any shade. But today I'm going to use my NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in Milk, just because a white base would really bring out these matte colors more and make them pop. So I'm applying that straight to my lid, and then I'm just gonna blend that with my finger. Then the first color I'm going to use from the palette is Apricot Flower, which is right here. And I'm going to use that on a Sigma E55 flat brush. This one is actually from my Paris palette. And I'm going to take that. I'm not going to top off any excess because I want the most of the intensity of the color. Then I'm going to take the color right next to it, which is called Passion Fruit, which is right over here. I'm going to take that on the other side of the brush and apply that to the outer half of my lid. They are going to blend together really nicely. Then I'm going to take my E30 brush by Sigma as well, and Café au Lait, which is this dark brown. And I'm going to take that to the crease all the way in, and then also I'm going to work it on this outer corner and blend that to the other color on the outer edge. Then I'm going to take any other brush you have. You can also take like a piece of paper or a business card, would work as well. And I want this outer edge to be really sharp, so I'm going to hold that and continue to work this color on the outer edge, just because I don't want any color to be down here. That's the brush. Right? Then I'm going to take my E45 brush, which is a blending brush, and Ginger Pumpkin, which is this orange right over here. And I'm going to work that on top of the brown color. And to kind of blend it out so there won't be any harsh edges, and we want to create this kind of gradient effect, like a sunset color or something like that, like changing leaves or something, like a fall color. And then on top of that, I'm going to take, with the same brush, Meyer Lemon, is that how you'd say it? I don't know. The pretty yellow color. And I'm going to take that on top of the orange color, on the outer edges of it, and blend that. I'm taking that all the way to the inner corner, and then I'm going to take a little bit more of it and highlight the inner corner with it. Next, I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm using the E20 by Sigma, and Café au Lait again, which is the darkest brown we used, and I'm going to take that under the lower lash line. And when you get to the outer edge, just connect it with this sharp line. And then to blend that as well, I'm going to take again my E45 brush and Apricot Flower, which is the first one we used on the lid. And I'm going to blend the outer edges of the brown underneath, just like that. Now for my brow highlight, I'm actually going to use Cherry Blossom, which is the lightest pink in the palette, with a big flat brush. This is Sigma's E50, and that is going to go under my eyebrow and act as a brow highlight. You can barely see it, it's so subtle, but it's really, really nice as a highlight. And then I'm going to create my eyeliner. I didn't want to use a liquid liner because I want to keep this look very soft. So I'm going to use a black pencil. This is Urban Decay's 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in 0. I'm going to trace that along my upper lash line, but I'm going to start from the middle of my lid. You can go all the way in. I just prefer to do it that way for this specific look. And I'm going to wing it out just a little bit on the outer edge. We're going to wing that even further later with a brush. So I'm going to take a flat brush. This is the E15 by Sigma. And I'm going to take this color and kind of smudge it inward. That's what's going to make it go almost all the way in. Like so. And that creates this very soft wing. And I'm going to use my Benefit They're Real mascara. This is just a sample size I have on my upper and bottom lashes. And that's it for the eyes. For my cheeks, I'm actually going to use this color right over here called Rouge from the Sigma Paris palette. And I'm using that because I don't want to use anything that is too pink, because I still want to keep this orange kind of theme, but I don't want to use anything that is too orange so it won't be too much. So this one is kind of a perfect color. So we're gonna apply that. Perfect. And on my lips, I use the MAC Kissable Lip Color in Woo Me, which looks like this, which I really, really like. And that's it for this look. I really hope you enjoyed that. And again, make sure to please check out the info bar below for more information. And be sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all that good stuff. And I'm going to talk to you all next time. Bye!